everyone. Thanks for tuning in to PA Harness Week. I'm Sharla McBride. Well, I know you guys have loved my rhymes the last few weeks, so I'll give you one more before you head out for Christmas break. While the weather outside is frightful, harness racing is always delightful, and that's why you need to tune in to the next half-hour show, because you'll get some of the best harness racing you'll see this year.
It may be chilly outside as the season comes to an end at Chester, but Hall of Fame driver Ron Pierce keeps on heating up the track with the long shots. How about $43 for your holiday gift? The details next. And speaking of holiday, one local trainer is doing her part to make sure that kids in her community have a nice holiday this year. Plus, this Sunday at Chester, drivers will participate in the $50,000 Drivers Challenge to benefit Operation Warm. We've got the scoop on this exciting event next. We'll also head to Cleveland and north of the border to Woodbine for two exciting races there.
Racing's fastest paced half hour is coming up right now on Comcast Sportsnet. Don't move a muscle, sit tight, because you're going to want to watch this.
There they go. Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily. Underway.
Starting fast outside here is Brett Messenger to the early. 55 before the halftime. Just over 3 to go. At the top of the stretch.
Hey, yo, how you doing? Welcome to Harrah's Chester. It's beautiful here. You play 30 minutes, you get to eat for free. So hopefully you can win. Even if you don't win, you get your belly filled. You bring your feedback and everything else. How you doing? Nice to see you. This is my partner here, Heather, rhymes with Feta. My name's Steve, rhymes with whatever. And the reason we're dressed up like this is because this is the next to the last show we're going to do for this 2011 season. Now, for all you hardcore harness fans out there, feel free to cower in the corner, suck your thumb, and scream for mommy. But don't fret. We'll be back after a 2-month hiatus in the first week of March, and you can make book on that. You got that? We'll be back in the saddle. Now, why have we got these get-ups on? Because we're going to be down for a couple of months, and Heather and I have to do something, so we're going to audition for Carnival Clowns when we leave here later today.
You sound like you're auditioning for the next Rocky movie.
What do you mean? Yo.
Right.
It's me, Rocky Balboa, you know? Anyway, seriously, look. Dun, 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 dun. Are these cool glasses? Leftovers from my daughter's bat mitzvah, but they're very cool, so I thought, why waste them? I paid for them anyway, right?
Exactly.
Okay. A lot of stuff to cover today on our next to the last show. Big doings, and let's kick it off with Heather, who will take us to the feature on Sunday here at Harrah's Chester, the $60,000 open handicap pace. Take it away, darling.
Okay, and here we have number 6, Rockincam, who won this class last week, but he is not the favorite. Actually, the 4, Annie's Western Card is, and he was 6th last week, except he had a really tough trip. And then there's number 3, Drop Red, who tore up the cheaper classes at Pocono. I gotta make sure my do is looking okay here. So he was in the cheaper classes at Pocono. He's in with the big boys here, though.
Running the first turn, Annie's Western Card is a length and 3/4 in front of Drop Red, who has closed off the pocket seat. Rockincam tracks this top twosome from third. Summer Camp is racing in the mid division, 4.5 from the front and a length and a half better than Jeremy's successor. PH Jackpot in the purple and pink blinkers has 8 lengths to make up, while second last and a length and a half better than Trailer Fool's Gold after a 26-3 first quarter. They've got a circuit to go, and Annie's Western Card off the 3-5 favorite maintains a length and a half advantage over Drop Red. Summer Camp is first over, gaining wide of Rockincam to be 3 lengths off the lead. Jeremy's successor slid second over to track cover past races midpoint. PH Jackpot is third over, 5.5 from the front and a neck better from the ground-saving back marker, Fool's Gold. The half-mile 54-4 Annie's Western Card off a 28-1 second quarter maintains a length and a half advantage over Drop Red at the midpoint of the backstretch. Summer Camp is now 2.25 from the lead in third, but leveling off wide of Rockincam, who is saving ground, might get back up into that third spot before the far turn. Jeremy's successor has 5 lengths seconds to make up behind Stale Cover. Fool's Gold has been ground saving throughout, still with 5.5 to come. And 3 off last is PH Jackpot. 3 quarters in, 121 and 3. Coming off the far turn, Annie's Western Card is trying to make every yard a leading one, and Jangra's going to work on Annie's Western Card. Heavy right-handed urging in these final yards. Rockincam is out for the drive. Drop Red driven to give chase up the inside, and Rockincam takes over. Rockincam wins by a widening length.
Rockincam takes home his second open pace in a row. This time he shows off with the fastest last quarter and wins in 1:49 and 1. Actually, that's a lifetime best for him. Now, Rockincam has won just 60 grand his last 2 starts. You know what 60 grand can buy you? A life-size Lego replica of yourself. Yeah, from Neiman Marcus.
Oh my God!
I know. Isn't that awesome? Now, David Miller, he's won $3,000. That was his 5% driving, percentage that he got the past 2 weeks from driving Rockincam, which means he made $750 a minute.
Wow.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you're going to interview David Miller, I would suggest you poof your hair out, because he told me he really likes your hair when it's puffy.
Good to know, because I'm about to talk to David Miller right now.
David Miller's like me. He likes different looks. Sometimes he has a mustache, sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes I have poofy hair, sometimes I don't. But for interviewing David Miller, he likes the big poofy do, and so I aim to please. What do you think?
You're looking good today.
All right. He likes the Jersey Shore look, Okay, let's talk about Rockincam a little bit. He is racing really good. A new lifetime mark for him last start.
Yeah, he's racing very well. His last couple 3 starts I hear he's just been very sharp. I've raced him all different ways, and he's just been sharp.
And what about how much he likes this track? I was looking at his Pocono lines, raced good there, but he really loves Chester. Or does he just love David Miller?
Well, I think it's just set up for him the last couple of weeks. The first week they went down, they went fast fractions 26 or 25-53, and he picked them up late and went in 49 and 3. And the other day, I got away a lot closer, set in, and they went big numbers again. They was down 3 quarters and 21 and something, and he went in 49. It's surprising a little bit that he's going that much, but to me it really isn't, because he just feels so sharp.
Rumor has it that your wife Misty took the clippers to your hair, so should I trust her to snip off my mop a little bit?
Only if you want the shaved look. She's started out that was her first time. She was a little rusty there, and here I'll show you guys. And it took her a couple tries, but this is what I ended up with.
She's practicing for a summer look. Okay, it's a little bit cold for the short haircut, but that's okay. She's practicing.
Yeah, I told her it looks great.
All right. Well, good for you. Thanks, David.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. $750 a minute man, Dave Miller. And I hope Heather's hair was poofy enough for you. Anyway, some big doings going on here at Harris Chester on Sunday, which is, of course, is the big day, the feature races, the bigger stuff going on. But tomorrow is going to be extra special, because the $50,000 driver challenge will take place, featuring the top drivers on the grounds getting it on for big money. And it's not only about money tomorrow. Heather, what else is going on with that?
Well, they'll be taking a percentage of their earnings, all of them, all the drivers that are actually competing in this challenge, and they will be donating it to Operation Warm, which supplies coats for needy children in the area.
Nice. But if you're like David Miller and you make $750 a minute, what's the big whoop, right?
We're really lucky around here. We have some very, very generous horsemen. Every time I am trying to get them to open their wallets up, they are, never turn me down, so they're really great.
Nice stuff. Stay with us when we come back. We'll have more action here from Harris Chester, and also we'll talk with a trainer who's got a really big heart. Don't go away.
Welcome, good old Sunday. No love when you don't come. Welcome, son, welcome, welcome. Welcome to your place in the sun. Welcome to your place in the sun.
NF quotable.
Why do so many winners travel in EB trailers? They love the ride. EB Pacesetter trailers deliver your horses in peak condition, ready to race every time. Designed to provide safe and comfortable transport for standard-bred racehorses, EB's Pacesetter Series trailers are the preferred choice of professional standard-bred trainers and breeders nationwide. All EB Pacesetter models feature custom standard-bred options and excellent airflow and aligned interior sealing to keep your horses fresh and comfortable. Every EB trailer has commercial quality componentry and riveted sidewall construction engineered and designed to stand up to constant and rigorous horse and road use. And a sleek aerodynamic nose design that also delivers improved fuel savings. More winners ride with EB than any other trailer. EB, setting the pace in standard-bred horse transportation.
This is me, Dee. I can never make up my mind, even on what to wear. But when I go to the Downs Off-Track Wagering, they let me bet any track, anywhere I want. So I can pick my horses in any order, box my selections and more. And a few cent bet can deliver big payouts like this. When it's my night out, the decision's easy, and I win. Big, baby.
Downs Off-Track Wagering. Allentown, East Stroudsburg, Carbondale, Hazleton. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey there, welcome back to PA Harness Week, our next to the last show of the season. I'm a little melancholy about that, but a 2-month break would be kind of nice, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I deserve one. All right, let's go back to the action. Sunday at Harris Chester, race 4. The betting public fell in love with 2 steeds. Number 2, Fort Valley AS. You can add as many S's as you care to. It's okay. Bet down to 6-5 with Tim Tetrick. And number 4, Don't Even Know My Name, but this horse can sure as heck trot. Off at 8-5 with Eric Avatello. And Brilliance Hanover, number 6 with Yannick Gilmar was the 6-1 third choice. And all the rest were double-digit bombers from another ionosphere.
New York Colossus is bracing for a challenge from Don't Even Know My Mame. Don't Even Know My Mame is up within a neck of New York Colossus. These two have 2 lengths advantage on Bob and Tony up into third. Brilliance Hanover is fading at the inside, dropping back 4 off the lead, overtaken for 4th by Fort Valley Us. Alexander the Lindy is now 5.5 lengths adrift, a length better than the locked in and shuffled Paris, Kentucky. And Don't Even Know My Mame kicks on by a length and a half. 3/4 and 1, 27-3. Don't Even Know My Mame put away New York Colossus, but is bracing for the challenge of Bob and Tony. Fort Valley Us is carried wide and is now starting to make ground. Fort Valley Us up in a second, trying to chase down Don't Even Know My Mame. 70 yards from home, Don't Even Know My Mame full out. Fort Valley Us, one last lunge photo.
Don't Even Know My Mame. That is Mame. That's a funny name. I mean, now the reason that we know the reason behind that, because you know everything in this business. Why?
The mother's name is something. Did I say the mother's Mame? Did I just say that?
I think you did.
The mother's name is like Mamie or Mammy or something like that.
Oh.
So they did a play off of the mother's name.
Okay. So
Mame.
Don't Even Know My Mame hit the front at the 3/4 pole, then outgutsed Fort Valley AS to the wire, winning a neck in 158 flat. Bob and Tony off at 14-1 with Mac McCallie got third, and now Sunday race 7, and with that claimer, here's Heather.
Okay, claiming $20,000, going to post the purse is $16,000 or $20,000 claimers. I didn't want people to get all confused out there in case you're Christmas shopping, window shopping for a horse.
Do not confuse the viewer, please.
Okay, number 1 is Hagee, made the most money this year and is the favorite. The 3 is NF Independence, claimed last week, racing for a brand new stable here, and then the 7 is Old Man River, goes behind the gate with David Miller on the bike and coming off a really good performance in this class.
Haji maintains his length and a half lead from NF Independence with 3/8 to go. Western Avenue has gained to within 2 1/4 of Haji. Silver Sunset is a locked-in 4th. A length away the outside, Kingme's making some progress. Old Man River is locked in, 5 lengths off the lead, overtaken for 6th by the 3rd over Beach Fighter, and Haji's trying to get some separation inside the quarter pole. Haji's still just a length and a half in front. NF Independence is at a perfect tracking trip at 9-2. Western Avenue could not sustain his bid, leveling off 3 from the lead. Beach Fighter's gearing up 4 wide off a stalled King Me, and Silver Sunset's been ground saving throughout. 3 quarters, 124 and 3. 150 yards from home. NF Independence is out to give chase to Haji. Beach Fighters making late ground up to the line. NF Independence photos with Haji.
NF Independence sets off the first teletimer, then sits a perfect pocket trip behind Hagee. Tim Tetrick wins with NF Independence in 153 and 1 and pays $11.
What's the NF stand for? Do you know?
I believe that it stands for New Freedom, which is where the horse was born.
That's the road I live on.
Oh, is it really?
It is, yeah.
Or it could stand for Nandy Farms, because I think the breeder was the owner of Nandy Farms. So it's either one or the other.
Or No Foolin', or
New Freedom or Nandy Farms. Throw another one at me. Come on, come on. Okay. Anyway, the $11 payoff I thought was super great for T Squared, Timmy T, Tim Tetrick. So now Sharla is up next, and she's going to talk to a local trainer named Janet Davis, who I know very well. Janet happens to be one of my BFFs. And you know how you have that friend, Jimmy Murray, right?
Yes, yeah.
He was like the general manager of some football team at some point.
A local football team,
yeah,
yes.
Okay. Well, you had told me once that anytime you meet Jimmy Murray, your life becomes better. I feel the same way about Janet Davis, and you're going to know why after you see this feature.
All right, I'm here with trainer Janet Davis. Janet, I've been talking to Heather a little bit about you, she's known you for a while now. Yeah. She says that you don't do this for the winning, but more for the love and the care of the horses. Explain that a little bit to me.
All of my horses are like a part of our family. We don't do a lot of claiming like a lot of big stables. They have them for a week and switch off. Most of mine have been there for years. It's not months. They're just like kids to me. I just love my horses.
Now, I know this one right here is very special to you. Kind of tell me a little bit about his story.
He's made us almost $280,000, and he just gives us his all 100% every time he goes out in the track.
I know there was a moment there where you thought you might lose him. Talk about that moment.
He used to have a really bad problem with tying up, where his muscles get all knotted up. It was very, very scary. It was, I don't ever want to see anything like that again. It was, he couldn't breathe. Luckily, the vet got there in time. We ran a bunch of fluids through him, and here he is.
Now, I know I can see your love towards a horse, but I hear you also love giving your time and to charity. I was hearing that you do something special at Christmas time every year. Tell us about that.
The Delaware Standardbred Owners Association, we collect money. Started with Corey Callahan, who's a local driver here. He's also part of us. He started with a very large donation of $1,500 last year and got a lot of the large trainers and drivers and owners, and we put money together and go around to local charities and school districts and the children that might not have a Christmas. We try and make sure everybody has a smile and a gift.
Christmas time this year, it's coming very, very soon. What is your goal for Christmas this year?
So far, we've raised almost $9,000, and I've dealt with the Capital School District, so I'm hoping every one of those children, I can't say exactly how many children, but we hope every one of them has a smile, and we've also helped the People's Place, which is a shelter for abused children. We've helped the families in there so they can have a Christmas. So I've got a lot of work to do in the next 2 weeks. But it's all worth it to know that, you know, a child would have a smile and a gift to open, whereas they might not have that opportunity if it wasn't for us stepping up and donating our time and our money. It's priceless.
The gift of giving. Very nice of you, and good luck to you and your special horse.
Thank you very much.
All right, back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Sharla. And Janet, you're right, Heather. She seems like a really, really great lady.
Yeah, and she has a great sense of humor. If she was here, she'd be saying, who are you calling a lady?
Well, she's one of your BFFs. That's big, okay?
Yes.
Stick around with us when we come back. Susan will be here, and her wheels will be turning. We'll have more action from Harris Chester and a big blast from the past. Don't you dare think about going away.
Price in the Little Brown Jug Pacing Classic. The purse is more than $66,000.
It's Mac Lobel, and he's pouring it on!
It's Niatros by 4, and he's going away!
The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, a place where heroes come to life, preserving harness racing's treasured past, while promoting its exciting future. And now get ready to harness your excitement with the thrill of harness racing's 3D simulator. The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, now offering free admission. Bigger, better, bolder than ever.
Hi there, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Oh, you young whippersnappers out there, this is going to be your favorite segment. You know why? Because we go back, way back into time. So far back that they used to communicate by knocking things on the wall with a hammer inside of caves. That's how far we gone back. It's time for the Blast from the Past.
It's another festive day in Delaware, Ohio, where more than 30,000 are here to watch 11 of the world's finest 3-year-old colts clash in the Little Brown Jug Pacing Classic. Bullet Hanover moves in behind the gate now. He's got the rail. Mary Jester is in there second. Muncie Hanover is third. If Bullet Hanover or Muncie Hanover wins, it's all over. If another one wins, it goes 4 heats. It's on the lead, though. Bright Knight by a length and a half. Bullet Hanover is second. Mary Jester on the outside is third. Dancer Hanover is fourth. Muncie Hanover is fifth. Betting time is 6 cents, and Direct is seventh at the 3/4 in 1:29 3/5. Over in the far turn, Little Muncie Hanover is turning it on. He's moved up 6th, 5th, now 4th. On the lead, Bright Knight. Bullet Hanover on 3 horses wide on the outside. Dancer Hanover's between horses second now. In the turn for home, it's Bright Knight with Dancer Hanover coming up for the lead. Bullet Hanover 3 horses wide is third. Muncie Hanover is 4 horses wide. Dancer Hanover has the lead, but he makes a break, and Bullet Hanover is taking over. Betting time has moved through second. Muncie Hanover is third, and there they are. 1:59 3/5, and the fastest 3 heats ever paced on a half-mile track. Bullet Hanover won by a length with Betting Time second and Muncie Hanover third. Owned by Lawrence B. Shepard, Thomas W. Murphy, and driver John Simpson, Bullet Hanover is the 15th winner of the Little Brown Jug.
Wow. Was that everything you expected?
Oh, and more.
Oh, my God. Was that great? Did you get blown away at home? That was just, that was just nuts how crazy that race was, right?
Yeah, bonkers.
All right, let's go back to the present, shall we? Sunday race 14, and I have that for you. Did you like that? I was going to say, are those?
Yeah.
Okay, non-winners of 18,000, last 5 starts, 25 dimes on the line. Number 4, Power of a Moment. Sounds big. Was the 6-5 chalk with Andy Miller. Number 1, Cinderella Guy with Dave Miller was 2-1. Number 6, Blue Ridge Western was 5-1 with Tim Tetrick, and I know you can't pronounce that name. Try it. Give it a shot. Blue Ridge Western.
Oh, I thought you meant Tim Tetrick.
Yo, you did him pretty good. How about Blue Ridge Western?
Blue Ridge Western.
Good stuff. Here's the call with James.
The half-mile 55-2, and Power of a Moment maintains a 1.25 lead from the first over Cinderella Guy. Giddy Up Delight's holding pocket position. Voice of Truth was towed up 2.5 lengths off the lead. His cover's flattening out a bit on the far turn. Scotty Mach needs somewhere to go. He's got some pace. Blue Ridge Western is the gold bridle, now hooking 3 wide, carried 4 wide as they come off the far turn. Mercedes angles widest of all, only 4.5 from the front, and the field turns for home with Power of a Moment still a length in front. Cinderella Guy's leveled off. Voice of Truth kick cover. Mercedes is going well down the extreme outside. Up to the light, Power of a Moment. Scotty Mach the inside photo finish.
Shocking. Ron Pierce strikes again at big odds. How can you let this guy go off at big odds when he's inside? He has a 2-hole.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's crazy, isn't it? So he got number 2, Scotty Mach, up at the wire to beat the chalk by a neck at 152 3, and he did it at 20-1, the exacta bid over $1. So if you did a no-brainer and put the favorite in the bottom, you made good money there. Power of a Moment was second. Number 3, Voice of Truth, off at 11-1 with Georgie Napa. Number 7, Mercedes with Yang Shimra, dead heated for third. And now it's time to go to As the Wheels Turn, and Susan is going to fatten up your bankroll.
If you're like me, you still have to Christmas shop. And in order to shop, you need money. And that's money Steve Ross thinks that I can win for you. And I think I can too, but I think we should start right now. The second race at Harrah's Chester on tomorrow's card is a 15-20 claiming handicap. Border Fighting has post position 7, was the being favored his last time out, but gets a stable and driver change this week. With him, I like the 4, It's Gotta Be My Way. I'm going $10 exacta box, 7-4. Race 11 is a non-winners of 3, 4, 2, and 3-year-olds. And here I like Arlene Carmen's Athletic Lover. Made a break for Pierce last start out, but gets Corey Callahan this week. Ibanez draws the rail, should be the horse to beat. I'm going $20 exacta box, 3-1. Back to you guys.
Susan, looks like I'm losing my bets. I need your help.
I thought you were actually singing a real song.
It was a real song. It was the Buckinghams, 1968. But I don't remember. My parents told me about it. But it seemed like the thing to do, because every time I think of Susan making her picks, and I think next week she's going to make her big pick, she's going to bet so much money your eyes will spin inside your head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be big.
It's going to be huge.
Okay, stick around when we come back. We're going up to Canada and Northfield because it's time for In the Bike. Don't go away.
They're on Band of Pacing. Hi, they call me Big Seamus. Everybody knows I only like to play my lucky numbers. So when I go to the Downs off-track wagering, I get to bet exactly that with the exacta. A $2 bet on the exacta delivers big payouts like this. When it's my night out, I eat big, play big, and I win big.
Downs off-track wagering. Allentown, East Stroudsburg, Carbondale, Hazleton. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi there, welcome back to PA Harness Week. Along with Heather Moffat, I'm Steve Ross. And the big race at Northfield took place this past week. It's called the Cleveland Classic, and it's all part of our In the Bike segment.
The purse is $162,000. It was a chilly evening, 22 degrees to be exact. And a full field of 10 3-year-old colt pacers. The favorite at 1 to 5 is Westward Ho Hanover. Now he's supplemented to this event for $15,000. But he also supplemented to the Progress Pace, which he won. He supplemented to the Matron, which he was second. So I think his owners are feeling pretty good about this.
Around that final turn, and it's Westward Ho Hanover who has the lead. Westward Ho Hanover, he turns first. He starts them down, and down the stretch they come in the J Auto Group Cleveland Classic. And Westward Ho Hanover, the whip is tucked, and he's won them by 5.
Westward Ho Hanover is hung 3 wide for most of that first quarter. Still wins easily by 5 lengths, and 151-1 for trainer
Ron Burke.
Oh, I like how you rolled that R. Very nice. Okay, Dave Pallone in the driver's seat, and he becomes the winningest driver in the Cleveland Classic history. 5 Cleveland Classic wins for Dave Pallone now.
I didn't know he left Pennsylvania 5 times.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, he has.
Okay.
Mystic Desire was second. Audrey's Dream was third.
All righty, our next race. Ready for this one? This is going to be good. The $60,000 Autumn Stakes Final. Number 3, Modern Legend, with All You Gotta Know is Jackie Moe, was even money. Number 2, Del Rio Sealster, was 5-2 with Steve Zeron. And number 4, Mock My Word, with Randy Waples, was the 5-1 third choice. And with that dramatic call, here's Ken Middleton.
Modern Legend still there, half length in front. Zeron pops the plugs first over, coming on with Del Rio Sealster through 3/4 in 1:23. It's Modern Legend spinning into the stretch, leads it by 3 lengths. Moiseyev shakes the line, snaps the wheel disc, and Modern Legend still the one to catch. Back in second, fully extended, Mock My Word. Leveling off in deep stretch, Del Rio Sealster. Here comes Road and Travel with some late speed up on the outside. Deep stretch lead for Modern Legend.
With apologies to not Steve, but Scott Zeron, who was driving Del Rio Sealster in that one. Okay, Modern Legend powered to the front just past the half and cruised home to win in 1:50-4, a new stakes record on a night that was cold as a witch's broom. It was freezing out there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Mock My Word used a couple of times during the mile. Raced gamely to get second. Number 6, Lions Johnny, got third. And this is the end of this show because we're now going to get ready for our last show of the season, which comes up next week. Don't forget to come out to Harris Chester tomorrow, the $50,000 Driver Challenge. It's going to be big doings. And for all of us here at PA Harness Week, including my lovely partner Heather Moffat and Bruce behind the camera, I'm Steve Ross, reminding you to get high on harness.
It's only natural.
Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily.
Underway. Starting fast outside here. Brett Messenger to the